at Fortune and Glory. Fortune and Glory is inspired by movies like Indiana Jones and the old cliffhanger serials from the 30s and 40s. It's a versatile game. You can play as a competitive game where it's everybody for themselves, or you play as team play, or you play as a co-op where it's everybody against the game. The objective in Fortune and Glory is to travel the world acquiring artifacts and acquiring glory by overcoming dangers. You increase your fortune by selling artifacts, and you use glory to buy new cards, gears, and allies. There are 4 phases in each round. There's the initiative phase, the move phase, the adventure phase, and the end phase. In the initiative phase, players roll a die to see who goes first. Any player that rolls a 1, they get a free event card. Then there's the move phase. Starting with the first player, each player rolls a die and moves that many spaces on the board. There are 3 space types: land, city, and sea. On land and city, the cost for movement is 1 per space, while in sea spaces, the movement's cost is printed on the space. Any player that rolls a 1 during the move phase may also draw a free event card. During the adventure phase, players interact with the space that they're on. If they're in a city, they could draw a city card. If they're on an empty land or sea space, and there's no artifact, on the roll of 4, 5, or 6, they get an event card. On the roll of 2 or 3, nothing happens, and on the roll of 1, they draw an enemy card that attacks you. If there's artifact in the space, you may now go on the adventure. But first you have to set up your adventures. To do that, you draw an artifact card and an adventure card. And you combine them and it creates a kind of a movie title that you might expect from these kinds of movies the game's based on. For example, you may want to say in a very cheesy voice, Duke Deadly in the Mask of Poseidon. Once you go on adventures, there's a number of dangers you have to overcome. For example, you drew the infiltrate secret Nazi base. Duke Deadly has a monocle for some reason, and apparently it gives him +1 cunning. I think if your character's named Clink, I think that may not apply.
Hogan!
To overcome, he has to roll a 5 using 4 dice. 3 on his cunning for his normal skill, plus the monocle. He also has to overcome the agility danger, but every time you make a successful roll, you can keep rolling. If he fails to infiltrate the secret Nazi base, you flip the card over and it's off onto the cliffhanger. The alarm goes off in this case. It's calling for you to draw a Nazi enemy card, plus it gains extra 2 wounds, so it's a little harder to kill. If the tests are passed and the danger has been overcome, you may choose to either camp down or press on. If you camp down, you collect all your fortune and your glory, and it moves on to the next player's turn. If you press on to the next danger, you risk losing all the glory you potentially have won so far. So if you quickly overcome your dangers and complete the adventure, you can move on and sell your artifacts and move on to the next adventure. There are a lot of adventures and scenarios that you could go on in this game, and we can't possibly cover them all. Gamers Grind is located at 6326 Main Avenue in Orangevale, California. Be sure to like us on Facebook, visit our website, and of course come on down and play some games off the wall.